because sometimes with these edits I can get a little bit carried away.
I must remember to buy some more milk before I get home.
You know when it's your birthday and you become a little bit more reflective, not necessarily because something's gone wrong, but it's like a milestone. It's a line in the sand where you can say, alright, how much have I achieved? How much more am I going to achieve? Well, I've now been doing this funny Uber rides thing for 2 years, and naturally, bit of reflection. I can't help but not think about how far we've come. And it's put me in a pensive state. I've come to the mountains, I'm away from the city, although there are still cars around. And it's allowed me to really hone in and focus on the things that I've enjoyed about funny Uber rides over the last 2 years. I don't get freaked out, this isn't going anywhere, I'm just thinking, this is meditative, I'm in my feelings. Is everybody out at the same time?
Yeah.
Ah, cool. Good to meet you.
I'm out of
So after quitting my big boy corporate job, literally months prior to starting this channel, I was in this period where I was trying like almost anything. And it was very exciting because when I finished school, I'd put so much pressure on myself to know what was next that it kept me from being happy. I'd never really made videos before, but I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. I'll just keep it nice and simple and basic and learn as I go. Since I was, I don't know, 10, 11 years old, I said I'm going to marry a girl with an Irish accent. I just think it's, do you know any girls with Irish accents?
I know loads of them. Loads. I grew up with them all.
How, when did you come here? Why are they psychos?
Look, if you come out now this evening, I'll let you marry my sister. But like,
Is that her up there on the step?
Yeah, that's her. Can you just yell at her?
I remember after posting my first video, I went to bed expecting to have hundreds, if not thousands of views. And when I woke up, there were 5 views. And those were the same 5 views as when I went to bed, and they were all from me. But I was just like, okay, clearly I have to be a little bit more systematic about this. This is a 2012 Mazda 2 in white. It's a 1.5 litre 4-speed automatic that I bought secondhand from an accountant who wore his pants too high. But he gave me a good price for it. It's the type of car that your grandma owns.
During the hour we gone.
She'd probably pick you up from school in it when mum needs to stay back at work. It has a gear here marked S. I assume it's for sport, but it doesn't do anything. This little Mazda's done over 100,000 kilometers and has never broken down on me because I'm good to it. And because of all of this, it's the perfect car, and the only car that I have available to me, to pick up Mr. Simon Taylor, a comedian living here in Melbourne who happened to need a lift to a gig last Saturday. This is funny Uber rides, but for the sake of this video, it's comedian in car. There's no coffee.
thanks for picking me up.
That's all. What I learned from my research at the time was that before YouTube puts your content in its algorithm and organically puts your videos in front of people, you got to get that attention from external platforms. So what I did was I joined a bunch of closed Facebook groups where I thought people would be likely to engage with me, and I asked for feedback on my first videos. On top of this, I also reached out to media companies like 9gag, Lad Bible, BuzzFeed, these like millennial sorts of websites that might share your content.
I'll tell you a funny Uber ride. This cunt thinking we're gonna split the Uber cab fare. I was like, you know what? She's not complaining. We're vibing. We're finally in sync. So I turned her back around. went for the kiss. And boom, it was sealed!
Oh no!
Good game, well played.
For my first 77 videos, the only equipment that I used was the second-hand GoPro Hero 4 and my phone, which I used for some intros. After that, I bought this Canon 80D, which is a DSLR camera, and this is a powerful thing, but I still don't really know how to use it. Most of the time I'm using it in automatic mode. I'm just figuring it out one YouTube tutorial at a time. And if you look back at my very first videos on the channel, you'll get an idea of what I mean by how basic they are and why I feel like anybody can do this, because all the information that you need to know how to make a video or how to edit a video or how to put a story together is online for free.
How long have you been doing this YouTube channel for?
Since May last year.
Check you out. What are you talking about in your YouTube channel?
This passenger gave me the idea. She's like, we had great banter, and she's like, you should put this shit on YouTube.
Did you smash?
I know.
Wait, let me. Your mum is so fat. She ate Jenny and Craig.
Hang on, Des.
Oh, we're giving him the finger. Yeah.
Go, Des. Go.
Yeah!
Is that a proper move? In March of 2018, I met up with my dad. We're extremely close, and I explained to him that I want to drop everything that I'm doing, which was mainly digital marketing and selling a bit of stuff online at that stage. And I said to him, I want to focus on YouTube full time. And then just to put that into context, I had about 8,000 subscribers. I wasn't making any money, like ad revenue off YouTube. It was just not a rational, smart idea. However, I enjoyed making these videos more than anything else I was doing at the time. So to me, it made sense. But I'll never forget the way he looked at me and his reaction. He's always been supportive, but there was just a little bit of... And what's funny about the whole thing is the very next month I posted the April Fool's prank that went viral, and it changed the trajectory of the whole channel. But this morning I found myself involved with what seemed like a getaway from a robbery, and I managed to capture a lot of it on this camera and on this phone.
Why are you going this way?
This is how you get to... That was the first video of mine that ever went viral. The subscribers poured in, the DMs started pouring in, the love from random strangers started pouring in. It was nuts, it was exciting, it was addictive, it was weird, but it was exhilarating. My viral videos don't last forever. The views eventually taper off, but it was okay because it showed me that when my content is put in front of a wider audience, I'm getting love and not hate for it. That was my biggest concern, that was my biggest angst around putting content out, which I feel like almost anyone can appreciate. So in my mind I was like, alright, I must be doing something right. I'll just keep doing that and try to improve with every video that I make. Thank you for being in my video.
Oh no, really? You're not an SO, you're just deception. Not that one. That one's so bad. Yeah, that one.
You like that one?
Yeah, that one's good.
Deal.
Yeah!
Not bad. Yeah, I like that one too.
In order to be an exceptional Uber pool passenger, you must remember your ABCs. You must always be courteous and respectful.
Are we gonna be in YouTube?
Eventually, like in the coming weeks.
I really hope so.
I don't even care if we are. I'm just gonna start watching.
Right, yeah. Okay. I think of all the videos that I've made, this has been my favorite one to put together. And it's because from a young age, if we do something wrong, we're told to grow up. And that is just so wrong. In a nutshell, that's the abridged version of the story of this channel. And I think what I like about social media is that, contrary to traditional media, and I'm so ready to get challenged on this, but there's minimal smoke and mirrors. Like, I see a lot of people online talking about how the algorithms changed, or sometimes even blaming their fans and followers when things aren't going the way that they used to go. And like, I get that, that's frustrating when that happens, and it's happened to me, and it can kind of throw you, because when something's going viral, you go, I'm the shit and everybody's gonna smell it. But the truth of the matter is, and again, why I love social media is it's very much on me to continually improve the content that I put out to you on YouTube, especially where the comments are savage. It's also on me to manage your expectations on what you can expect from me. It's on me to continually upload when I promise I'm gonna upload. It's just on me, and I like that. I love that. Hold on, I want to pull over to emphasize this next point because there's a guy behind me. Like everything, it's not for everybody, but personally, I'm really enjoying learning and adapting to this environment. And the idea that whilst I go through all of this, I've got you guys to, I don't know, like cheer me on. How cool is that? I'm very grateful to have you by my side. Thank you for 2 years, and see you next week.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry she like touched your head while you were driving.
No, I enjoyed it way too much.
Alright, let's get out. That's the best gift we can give him. Get out.
You will be on YouTube.
No!
Cheers, man.
Good to meet
Thank
you,
you.
man.
You ruined my 3 stars. I was gonna do it, Max. I was gonna go hard.
Oh, it was pretty bad.
Now you're gonna,
Dude, I thought it was sick.
When I leave the car, you guys are all gonna be giving me shit. Fuck you all. I hate myself.
I thought it was sick, man.
Oh yeah.
Just keep dreaming.
Oh yeah.
But man, I would like to.
You're a legend. Have a good. You can be my. Of course you can, Richard.
Text me, Darren. Text me.
I will. I got your number. It's in the app.
You text me, I'll be your friend.
If that ride has taught me anything, 3 big boys, somewhat intimidating looking, tatted up and everything. Don't judge a book by its cover. That was awesome.